Alright, here we are back once again with the HP Media Center PC. For those that don't remember, there's the model number right there. We're going to put the finishing touches, or hopefully the finishing touches, on this machine for now, and install an operating system. I've gone ahead and erased the hard drive, so that should be a blank slate. There shouldn't be anything on that. When we left off, I had noted that this optical drive right here, which is the one from the top, would not eject. In fact, it would not do anything really at all. Well, this one seemed to work, but the other issue is that the IDE plug on this motherboard, you can see it's way down there with the PCI slot in the most inconvenient location possible. And I wanted to use that PCI slot so I could install a video capture card, which is sitting right there. So I'm going to pull these out and put in some SATA drives and install this power supply right here, which is nothing really to write home about. It's another HP. In fact, I think it came out of the Pavilion P6 down there. And the irony is that I'm thinking about replacing that Pavilion P6 with this machine, but either way, this power supply, I think, is like a 300 watt power supply. And it's rated for a maximum of 300 watts, although that drops to 260 at 50 degrees. I don't think it really matters. It's a 300 watt power supply, we'll say. So, it's about the size of the best tech that was in here before. Smaller than this 350 watt right here, and it's not 80 plus certified, but it's got all the SATA ports, so I don't really care. And I can use this 80 plus power supply as something else, something that's running a little bit more, that's going to take more advantage of that 80 plus. And I'll probably end up replacing this with a different power supply later on down the road, when I upgrade the motherboard, or at some other time. I don't know. We'll see. But I got to get all this stuff out of the way. I'm going to get 2 SATA optical drives. I don't have any SATA DVD-ROMs, unfortunately, so I'm going to have 2 DVD-RWs, so the thing on the front's going to be wrong, which is kind of annoying, but I guess it ultimately doesn't really matter. I want something there because I don't want it to be just open, because that also kind of drives me nuts. I'm going to have to get some slot blanks as well. I think I've got enough sitting out that I don't think it'll be a problem. So we'll take care of that. We'll take care of the optical drives. We'll take care of the power supply, and then I will be right back, thanks to the magic of video editing. Can't say videotape anymore because I'm not using a tape-based camera to shoot this video. Alright, as you can see, the drives are there. All of them. And they actually do seem to work. Both of them. Now, whether or not they actually work is a completely different story. So now we're going to have to install an operating system, and I think I mentioned I was probably going to use Windows XP, but I think I will try Windows 7 first, just to see if I can get the capture card drivers to work under Windows 7. I've had issues with it in the past, not working with this particular model, the capture card, but I don't know if it's just because the capture card that I've already got is broken. Okay, now, we've seen this process a million times, so I'm just going to go ahead and go through this. The one thing I did do is I changed to a USB stick, because I noticed, or remembered, that my Windows 7 CD is not Service Pack 1, and I don't want to have to go through that whole process. So, we'll try it with the USB first. Hopefully it will actually accept the product key, because I know that that can be an issue with some of these things. And then I can go ahead and install the capture card, make sure the capture card will work, and we can decide from there if I want to keep Windows 7 or if I want to move to Windows XP and use that instead. Okay, so first thing that we're doing is we are installing the convenience roll-up, which I believe brings, among other things, some SSL updates which are required in order to activate Windows, which I think is really stupid, but, well, whatever, I guess. Technology marches on. So, we have to install those, and then we can activate. Okay, so there is one thing that I did notice before we get into what I'm about to get into. and it is that the screen resolution is completely incorrect. I was wondering why it looked so weird. That's better. That's what it's supposed to be. But, oh yeah, there we go. It's already showing up now. Apparently it doesn't like the capture card, so Windows XP it probably is. This has decided it doesn't want to open the card for I don't even know why. It's just completely ridiculous. But I guess to finish this up, wrap it up, here are the Windows Experience Index scores. Not too bad, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. Just too bad it doesn't really work for what I want it to work for. More work required, I guess.